I was born in Washington, D.C., and then my family moved out to the suburbs in Maryland, Silver Spring, Maryland. That's where I grew up. Went to elementary and junior high and high school there, and then went off to college in New Jersey. And after college, made my way down to Florida, where I've lived since the early 70s. I come from a small family, hardworking, middle-class family. My father always had 2 jobs, sometimes 3 when I was very young. The work ethic that I saw from my parents was a very, very strong influence on me as a child growing up. I love to work, and I think a lot of that comes from the fine example that my parents set. My mother also worked very hard, and they put me through college, and thanks to them, I got a great education, and which gave me the foundation to be a successful real estate broker today. So I owe a great debt of thanks to my parents for giving me the foundation for my life. I had a great childhood. Nothing unusual. I enjoyed school. But I enjoyed playing a lot more. I loved baseball. I always loved to play tennis. I was always outside, zooming around the neighborhood with my buddies on roller skates. And went to college in New Jersey. I went to Fairleigh Dickinson University in Rutherford, New Jersey, where I majored in political science and minored in journalism. And I loved university life. And then from there, I went on to Rutgers University, also in New Jersey, where I studied city and regional planning. I have a master's degree in city and regional planning, which really was a great foundation for my real estate career, which followed afterwards. When I was in graduate school studying city and regional planning, I was able to develop a very good sense and basis of knowledge for how cities, counties, and regions operate, tick, and what makes them grow. And that was a very, very good, strong foundation for my real estate career. Well, I met my wife, Susie, in college. We dated for many years, got married, and moved to Florida, where we raised our family, 2 children. And we have grandchildren also. We've been blessed with 4 wonderful grandchildren. I always had an interest in selling. Even when I was a kid, I always had part-time jobs. I always loved to work. As a little kid, I used to grow string beans in my backyard and package them and go knocking on doors, selling them door to door, to make a little bit of extra spending money so I could buy comic books and candy. As I grew a little bit older, I worked for in men's stores summers and weekends because I always loved clothing, and I realized I had a knack for sales, and I loved working with people. As I grew even a little older and was working in the field of city regional planning, I was always interested in real estate, always interested in the housing market, and fascinated with the economy, the local economy, and how the real estate market affected the local economies. So I started looking into a career as a realtor. It seemed to dovetail with my sales skills. My sales skills and my technical skills seemed to come together at that point in my life. When I first got into the real estate business, I realized this industry was for me. And from that point forward, I just dedicated every fiber of my energy to become a successful broker.